It is quite common for businesses to ensure the long-term sustainability and development of the 5S through audits. But why they fail in most cases is that they quite miss the fact that the development of the 5S is always done mainly through people, and that it is mainly the workers who need to be tuned into the 5S approach. Thus, audits are needed to find out how staff understand the 5S, how they apply it in practice, and whether it really helps them. It is by no means desirable to have a perfectly optimized workplace and a workforce that doesn't know how to handle it and does not have the right attitude towards it. The workplace will always reflect how workers are used to using it and what they expect from it. This is why it is much better to have workers who understand, believe in, and want the 5S, even in a below average workplace. But how to get to such workers? You have to raise them. Research shows that it takes the average person up to 65 days to change their habits. That's 3 working months of daily hard work to change old thinking and behavior in order to learn to work differently, better. But if people don't want to, they will never change their habits. However, by supporting, nurturing, and reminding yourselves every day why you want the 5S and what the 5S is supposed to bring to your employees in particular, you can move towards success. Not only will you show your employees that the 5S is not just a temporary program that is currently popular, but you will also significantly reduce the time it takes for them to get used to the 5S, understand it, and begin to exhibit new, desirable habits that support the development of the 5S. But who has to provide this support every day? The best person to bet on is always the role of supervisor. However, they must have the support of their managers, other departments, and the entire leadership. The latter must first and foremost ensure that the 5S supervisor has the time and competence to demand and assist the workers to adopt and cultivate the 5S on a daily basis. Unless the supervisor understands the 5S, unless he or she has support, and unless the supervisor is absolutely convinced that the 5S is indeed needed, you will never pull the 5S off. So, to ensure the long-term maintenance and development, the 5S must be, first, part of your strategic initiatives and not just an additional activity. Incorporate the 5S as a topic for morning meetings within your shop floor management and escalate immediately when help is needed. Don't wait for audits. Show everyone in the company that the 5S really matters and that you are not going to walk away from it. Second, the 5S must be properly explained to the workers and the supervisor, and everyone must know very well what exactly the 5S entails. Sufficient space and permission to work on the 5S must then be created for everyone. And support must be provided not only from management, but also other departments in case they can help with overcoming the barriers. And third, by auditing the 5S, you need to identify the reasons that prevent supervisors and their staff from maintaining and developing the 5S in the first place. Whether it is, for example, the attitude of the staff towards this methodology, or the supervisors being too busy with something else, it is really necessary to identify what is causing the stagnation of the 5S and find a way to break it. Because that, and especially that, is the true purpose of why we do 5S audits, and not just to do a workplace housekeeping check. Focus on implementing the 5S the right way and stick to the 3 points mentioned above, and your 5S will have a great chance of success. Respond quickly to problems and solve them as a team. Don't ever leave workers alone to drown in the dysfunctional 5S. Communicate, take an interest, provide support, escalate, and solve problems. Develop your staff, and they will develop the 5S for you in return.